Hello, my name is Daisy Kimani, and I would love to share the blessings that I've received from listening and being part of the Praying Mothers Ministry and Family Quest that have been all started by Miss Bumi Adeniran. I'm sure you already know her. She's a beautiful woman, which I believe she has been sent by God at such a time like this. And I believe when I look at her and I look at these ministries, I have learned, like, to me, I feel like she is the Nehemiah, like in the Bible, sent to rebuild the walls of our society that is in rumbles right now, in faith, in parenting, in our lifestyles. And it's a moment to, when you listen to her and when you see the trends of her topics in the Family Quest and also her point of prayers in the Praying Mothers Ministry, you can see there is a strategy, and the strategy is to rebuild our faith, to rebuild our walk with God, and in a holistic way, both financially, spiritually, intellectually, mentally, and socially. She has it all rounded, and which I believe that this is it's been a great time and a great blessings to be part of it, and just to listen to one story at a time, one prayer at a time, as I grow and I have seen God work through it. An example is like when one time we were praying for the children, the prayer points were just on point. I mean, I had to ask her, can you just text me those prayer points? Because we all play those drive-through prayers for our children, but it gets to a time you need to touch the real deal, not just what you want, but from the heart of a father. And when you consider the lives of your children and the way you pray for them, those prayers made me go deeper. They really changed me, the way I pray for my children, not for now, but for the future, the unseen and the seen challenges that they may be facing. So that has been a great blessing that I even shared with a lot of my friends, mothers, whether they wanted it or not. I still shared, because I know when things are going well, you don't think about it. But when things hit rock bottom and you have nowhere to turn, those are the prayers that you need. And also with the Family Quest, I can say that I have learned about timing, that everything has timing under the sun, and God has a plan. And just as she's serving right now, our generation, let me talk about our generation, because we are a generation that's very competitive and we want to do everything at the same time. You want to be everywhere. And this ministry has brought me back to the basics, to know that the family comes first. Your children, your husband, your wife. This is a time to serve them. And her being the founder of Family Quest, she's a good example. That at this time when she's an empty nester, she's giving it all to ministry and to change with no other disruptions, and which will make it I believe it will be very successful, because it is at the right time. And there is nothing good than to do something that is fulfilling at the right time without any strains, like being a young mother and you're trying to be everywhere and you get frustrated and you will not serve with your whole heart. And so I believe, like, with this ministry, I feel like Bobby is just telling those people, or with all those distractions, that like just Nehemiah was being called by the people who were trying to distract her, and you're saying, I am doing a great work, so that I cannot come down. Why should the work cease? Well, I have it, and go down to it, and go down to you. So she is focused in her calling. And so all these other distractions, she's not going down to all the distractions. She could be a prosperity speaker. She could be a motivational speaker, a happy-go-lucky speaker. she could be working extra, building a whole empire or whatever in the financial world. She's a nurse. She could be overworking and trying to pick every shift available. But she has chosen to answer her calling at the right time. So that has taught me quite a lot, that the timing is very important, to seek God so that I may have a proper timing, that in whatever I do, I may have an impact and it may be significant to those around me and to where I have been called. So it's been such a blessing, and this is just an iceberg of what I'm sharing, because it's a lot that I've learned, and I feel like a little girl just thrown in the candy store and I have to pick what I want. So it's a lot, but I cannot summarize, and I'm not very good in summary. So I would say that I have been blessed, and I am feeling like part of that wall being removed.